welcome to this very special webinar today with USBC. I am so very delighted to welcome you all today to our webinar hosted by the US Black Chambers, Inc. Now, we are honored to have Alibaba with us, and they are a pioneer in global e-commerce and a leader in B2B platforms. I'm your host today, Philip Dunn, Programs Manager, as well as USBC Membership Engagement Lead. And on behalf of our President, Ron Busby Sr., our board, our staff, and all of our members, I want to welcome you all to this very, very important webinar. Now, this session promises to be enlightening and informative. Now, as we explore the vast opportunities presented by Alibaba.com, and our esteemed speakers today will provide a comprehensive introduction to the Alibaba Group. Now, they're going to focus on the evolution and impact of Alibaba.com in the B2B landscape. You'll gain tremendous insights into how Alibaba facilitates global B2B transactions and discover the untapped potential of wholesale trade. Now, at USBC, we are so committed to empowering our members and our associates with the tools and knowledge that they need to thrive in today's competitive marketplace. And we partner with industry giants like Alibaba, and this is a testament to our dedication to bringing valuable resources and opportunities to our community. So I want to thank you again for joining us today. And I want you all to look forward to engaging in an insightful session. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Sydney Hand, who is the head of internal communications at Alibaba.com. Sydney?
Thank you so much, Phil, for that kind introduction, and hello to all of you. Thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon to learn a little bit more about Alibaba.com and the B2B wholesale trade. First and foremost, want to extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to our friends at USBC, particularly you, Phil, for all of your work to help make this webinar possible. We are so fortunate to be members of the USBC and view you as an invaluable partner. Taking a step back quickly, I want to pivot to the genesis of Alibaba.com and the platform's mission, which we feel very much aligns with some of the fantastic work that USBC and member organizations get up and do every single day. In 1999, our founder, Jack Ma, created Alibaba.com as the yellow pages of China, so to speak. And since then, the company has really grown and transformed into one of the largest B2B wholesale trading platforms in the world. And from the beginning, Alibaba.com's mission has been to make it easy to do business anywhere, with a focus on further empowering and emboldening the small business community, whether it's connecting SMEs and entrepreneurs to high-quality suppliers or helping them sell their products to over 40 million buyers that are on our platform. You know, Alibaba.com is really fostering entrepreneurship in today's interconnected world economy. We have a terrific program planned for you today, including some insights and lessons learned from some of our terrific customers. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and pass the mic over to my friend and colleague, Mattia, who will dive into the content that we have prepared for this webinar. Thank you again and enjoy the session.
Thanks, Sydney. Thanks, Philip. And thanks to all of you for being here today with us. For me, it is an honor to present Alibaba.com to all of you today and to understand how Alibaba.com can support US companies to grow internationally and domestically. As Sydney mentioned, our mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. I am from Italy, and I moved here in the US last year. I'm in charge of business development at Alibaba.com. I'm based in Los Angeles, California. Today is a cloudy day here in California. I know the majority of you are spread all over the USA. So good morning and good afternoon to everyone. Today, we will go through what is Alibaba.com today and how our platform can support your business to grow domestically and internationally. Our mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. So Alibaba.com is a platform that keeps evolving. And today, my colleague Matt will show you how artificial intelligence is completely revolutionizing our platform and the B2B e-commerce landscape. Alibaba Group today is listed at the New York Stock Exchange. We are a multinational group with offices all over the world. Here in the US, we have 5 offices that are very close to US companies. We support thousands of companies to sell internationally and millions of US companies to source from different countries. Today, we are going through our tools and especially our activities and our new features that we have implemented to support your businesses to do business anywhere in the world in an easy way. Alibaba.com is the B2B platform in our group. It was created by Jack Ma in 1999 as the Yellow Pages of China, but today is a global platform. I joined Alibaba 3 years ago, and my goal was to support Italian companies to export all over the world. You probably have a misconception of what Alibaba.com is. When I arrived here in the US, I saw that many US companies think about Alibaba.com as the Yellow Pages of China. Today, we are a global platform. We have thousands of companies from Europe and the US that are selling through our platform. And we have millions of companies, 30 million companies worldwide that are sourcing on our platform. And are sourcing today because our world has completely changed. And to do B2B today is completely different. We had recent changes, the pandemic, the geopolitical situation. Companies need to source in different ways. And our platform is here to support your businesses to source more efficiently from more than 75 countries today, and also to sell in more than 200 countries and regions worldwide. As I mentioned, we are a B2B platform. So we support the connection between manufacturing trading companies with distributor, retailers, and import agencies. Why B2B e-commerce is important? Many of you, especially here in the US, do not know that B2B e-commerce is 6 times larger than B2C. So if you're concentrating your efforts in B2C e-commerce, you're probably losing a huge part of the market in B2B. B2B can support your companies, as I mentioned, to source, to make your products better. You can support your companies in indirect procurement and direct procurement, and to have a differentiated supplier list in a way that in any case you can create new products and can source more efficiently all over the world. What is Alibaba.com today? Let me show you this video, and then we go into the details why we are the leading B2B e-commerce platform today all over the world. Let's watch this video together.
You source for your business, and you've put in the effort. Now it's time to find your success on Alibaba.com, a leading B2B e-commerce platform for global trading that makes it easy to do business anywhere with comprehensive supply, digital sourcing tools, flexible and secure payment options, plus logistics and purchase protection services. We connect you with more than 200 million products from over 200,000 suppliers across over 200 countries and regions. Alibaba.com comes in handy whether you're on PC or using the app, whether you're searching for products to resell or suppliers to manufacture your own. With third-party verified suppliers, you know what you see is what you get. Send out sourcing requests and get quotations in as little as 3 hours. Chat with suppliers wherever you are. Check them out, connect with them. Discover your next winning product with millions of video tips at your fingertips. Pay for your order with confidence, knowing that Alibaba.com supports multiple payment methods, encrypted and secure. Track your shipment every step of the way. so logistical uncertainties won't get in your way. We know global trade can be unpredictable. Oops. That's why we provide purchase protection services across payment, shipping, and after sales, all powered by Trade Assurance. Alibaba.com is the place to go, whether you are a solo entrepreneur, a 4-person startup, a purchasing manager for a juggernaut, or a franchise owner. Join the other 40 million active buyers on Alibaba.com and source from millions of offerings in an easier, more secure way. And stay tuned for 2 of our biggest annual promotional events, every March to discover new trends, and every September to stock up for the holiday season. Looking to sell on Alibaba.com? We also offer tools and services to help our global suppliers expand reach to their target buyers and stand out in the competitive market. For Alibaba.com, it's more than just business. It is our top priority to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. As we continue making efforts toward a sustainable future, join us and contribute to the green endeavor together. Source and succeed with Alibaba.com today.
So this is our corporate video that we are promoting worldwide that features some of the tools that we have implemented in the recent years to build trust among sellers and buyers across the globe. But why we are the leading B2B e-commerce platform? I see that many of you have questions, so feel free to use the Q&A box on the bottom of the screen. We will have a Q&A session at the end, so feel free to ask me and the other speaker any question that you have. So we will have time to answer to all of them. And stay with us till the end because we will have a special promotion for all USBC members that join today. And also we will unveil a new project that we are working on right now for next September. So we are the leading B2B e-commerce platform because we are answering some of the biggest concerns that sellers and buyers from across the globe have. We are building tools that, as I mentioned, can create trust between buyers and sellers that are probably very far away. They don't know each other, and they're just sending requests for quotation in our platform, or they're looking for products and they do not know how to start. So Matt will go through these tools, and we are enhancing this tool in this year thanks to artificial intelligence, and we will unveil for the first time our Smart Assistant tool that features our artificial intelligence that is revolutionizing the B2B e-commerce landscape. It is crucial to use Alibaba.com today. I come from the trade show industry. I was managing the marketing activities for one of the biggest trade shows in the beauty industry for several years. And when I joined Alibaba.com, I saw that many companies do not use innovation. They don't use e-commerce and digital tools to find new buyers across the globe and to search more efficiently. So our platform is designed to support small and medium enterprises to search more efficiently and to export. And we are the global leading platform due to our numbers. We have more than 30 million active buyers. We have 200,000 suppliers, as I mentioned, from 75 countries. We have buyers from 200 countries and regions, and our platform now is translated in 18 languages. We cover more than 5,900 categories, and we are improving the quality of our products, the quality of our sellers, and also we are now building trust with new memberships levels on the buyer side. Our goal is to simplify the sourcing experience and the selling experience for our companies with different tools. These are some of the tools that Matt will present you, but we will unveil, as I mentioned, new tools later on. And during the video, we saw that our platform is a platform for everyone that wants the needs to source and to sell and to use a B2B e-commerce platform today. We are supporting small and medium enterprises all over the world, and especially here in the US, to take advantage of these B2B e-commerce that, as I mentioned, is 6 times larger than B2C. So now I leave it to Matt, and then we will come back with some case studies. This was just a general introduction of what Alibaba.com is today. I hope to have answered some of the questions that I see in the Q&A box on the bottom of the screen. Now we will unveil some of the tools, and we will deep dive on the different tools that we are using to build trust between sellers and buyers in our platform. Matt, I leave it to you.
It's a roller coaster being an entrepreneur.
Making minimum wage.
It was really tough, but it's important to trust your gut.
I know this is going to work. I know this is going to work.
And that's where our research began. Like, oh my gosh, we could actually do this.
And that was the moment. If no one else is going to do this, then I have to.
And that is where the process really began.
Finding the right supplier was the most important step in the process.
We can actually source the products from Alibaba.com.
It was like lightning just struck.
People started placing pre-orders.
It's a business that I love so much, I would do it for free.
Thanks. Sorry, just getting set up here on my side. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mattia, Phil, and Sydney, and thank you to everyone for joining today. Jumping in here, my name is Matthew Leopold. I lead Alibaba.com's partnerships team and am based out of our New York office. Over the past 4 years working at Alibaba, I've had the privilege to get to know a lot of US and international businesses. And today, I'd like to share a few features and insights that highlight the opportunities that US businesses can find when sourcing and selling on Alibaba.com. First off, our suppliers. On the supply side here on the left, you'll see that China remains the go-to supplier of certain product verticals. But as we onboard more and more global sellers, we have seen a shift, especially in categories like beauty and personal care, food and beverage, and agriculture, where sellers from Europe and the US have benefited due to the regulatory processes required to bring those products to market in their home countries. Today, our platform has a healthy supplier split of around 70% sellers from Asia and 30% sellers from the West. I wanted to also take a minute here to share more on our buyer demographics. The geographical distribution of our buyer base is truly global. Some of the top countries include the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia, while we also see substantial engagement from many countries within the EU, Latin America, and the Middle East. The United States is our largest buyer base and makes up nearly 40% of our buyer market. And here's a quick look at some of the top sourced product categories on Alibaba.com. The list includes beauty and personal care, so think products that one might purchase to run their beauty salon or spa, or even to build their own branded product line. Furniture is also very popular, where wholesalers and distributors will look for new products to feature on their websites, and machinery. So where small businesses can source exactly the product or machine that they're looking for a specific task or project, or even step in the manufacturing process. We offer a number of tools to help buyers effectively source on the Alibaba.com, as Mattia was talking about, including our many search filters. So we have a variety of different ways that are kind of customized for our platform. So you can really filter out what you're really looking for in terms of a specific product in a specific product vertical. And we also have our image search tool, which you can basically copy and paste an image, similar to other platforms that also feature this. You can search for that product, find the supplier, is producing that product and start connecting with that supplier immediately. And we also have our RFQ marketplace where you can be more proactive in sourcing exactly the product or the product or the design that you're looking for. And our RFQ marketplace, it totals around 20,000 new RFQs a day. So there's plenty of activity always on that marketplace. Another way to actively engage with suppliers is through our live streaming tools, where buyers can engage with sellers who are promoting new product launches and can answer questions in real time. We see a lot of sellers utilize this at trade shows to make sure that they're capturing both in-person attention as well as online attention with their new product launches. We also hold a series of online events, trade shows, and pavilions every year that sellers can elect to participate in to further promote their business to our active buyer community. And we also offer TrueView, which is our social feed where sellers can promote their trending products and keep buyers up to date with new product releases. So if you follow a particular manufacturer and you're key to understand if they're launching any new product lines that you might be interested in, this is a great way to keep up with them. And we also have a feature for our sellers that allows them to give buyers a look into their manufacturing or production facility with our virtual reality showroom.
Matt, sorry, we have a problem with your presentation. I will share the screen because it's a little blurry and our guests, our attendees are not reading the slides.
Oh, okay.
I will share.
So I'll stop my share on my side.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Are we here? Matt?
I'm not seeing, I'm seeing a blank screen.
Sorry, guys. No?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so next slide. But how will our technology continue to help SMEs to grow in the future? We believe that democratizing AI to solve practical problems is the way to go. Many of you are probably thinking about opening a new business or want to change your existing product lines. Well, we have the solutions for you. Next slide. I want to introduce you to our groundbreaking new feature that we are rolling out called Smart Assistant. This feature or tool or service, however you want to call it, will have a huge impact on how buyers can source, create, and ship new products with the latest smart technologies across our various business units under the Alibaba Group umbrella. With our new Smart Assistant tool, you can leave the sourcing process up to AI so you can devote more time to growing your business. I'll preview our Smart Assistant tool in a short video on the next slide. So Mattia, if you can cue that up.
Introducing the next stage in our journey. Meet Smart Assistant. It's your personal guide, backing you up from the start. Smart Assistant will be there for you from day one to help you with everything you need to start sourcing on Alibaba.com. It's an expert advisor designed to tailor insights just for you. Discover all there is to know about the products you want to sell, from rising trends to new niche markets. It's your creative designer bringing your ideas to life, helping you realize the products exactly the way you want them to be, instantly. And for you, we imagine so much more. Stay up to date on your target market and tap into business knowledge that goes beyond just data. It's intuition. Discover products ahead of the curve and find opportunities that effortlessly align with your goals. Create your next breakthrough. From a dream to a design to a product that's ready to go, all in one place. Logistics is never easy. Easier. But now you'll be able to seamlessly track and expertly predict the passage of your orders across the globe. Join us on this journey. Together, we'll co-create the future.
Awesome. Thanks, Mattia, for playing that. So that was a look at Smart Assistant, and now to talk about a little bit about a new program that we're also offering. It's called Alibaba.com Guaranteed, and this program features suppliers that support kind of like an add to cart experience that many people are used to on other e-commerce platforms. So pricing, quantity, shipping, and delivery time are all guaranteed to the buyer, so that they can get what they need as quickly as possible at the lowest possible prices that they see online. The next slide features a quick video that will dive deeper into this new program.
Dear customers, my latest toy drop will be delayed. There was a major fumble with my supplier. They sent me all legs and no arms. But who needs arms? I mean, we could forge ahead. Anything can be an arm. The options are endless. Endless. Endless.
Hey there. Why don't we try the all-new Alibaba Guaranteed instead of firing off another email? Wouldn't want another disaster like last year. Just look for the Alibaba Guaranteed logo on your product.
You can talk?
Guaranteed fixed prices with no negotiation. And shipping included, which you really need.
And you have a phone?
Guaranteed delivery dates via Alibaba.com Logistics. This order's gonna be on time.
But what if
there are issues? Guaranteed money back for issues with the order.
Okay. All right. How are you?
Shh. Just get me arms. Alibaba Guaranteed. Visit Alibaba.com to order today.
Yep, and that kind of takes us to another, I guess I would call it more of a badge that sellers can opt in for. It's basically it's what we call the verified supplier tag, and the verified supplier program at Alibaba.com essentially enables buyers to identify and connect with suppliers that have been verified or for authenticity and reliability. This program aims to build a safer, more transparent, and conducive environment for global trade. By choosing to work with verified suppliers, buyers can minimize risk and create valuable, trustworthy relationships with their supplier partners. You can go to the next slide, Cynthia. And we understand that there are concerns and risks involved with global trade. And to address some of these concerns, we offer a service called Trade Assurance. This is essentially our answer to try and creating more trust in global trade. Trade Assurance protects your orders by ensuring them both before, during, and after sales. And we have some more information here on the next slide on this service.
Global trade can be highly unpredictable, especially when sourcing online. You want your purchase to be secure, delivered on time, and in the agreed-upon condition. Introducing Trade Assurance on Alibaba.com, a comprehensive purchase protection program that protects you from payment to delivery, so you can source for your business with confidence every step of the way. Trade Assurance covers your order made on and only on Alibaba.com, and you get compensated if the agreed terms are not met. Ready to explore your Trade Assurance protections? Pay with peace of mind, knowing all payments made through Alibaba.com are encrypted, secure, and can be processed as quickly as 2 hours. Choose from a range of payment options and currencies, whether you're paying directly or later with our flexible payment terms. Your payment will be held in escrow, meaning the funds will be released to the supplier after you confirm the order has been delivered in the expected state. Manage your inventory as planned, knowing your orders are guaranteed to be delivered on time. And in the unlikely event of any inconsistencies in delivery times, product quality, or other agreed-upon terms, we will help you reach a satisfactory resolution, including refunds or compensation. Be extra assured if you need additional support. We bring it home with a range of after-sales services. The Shield logo is your cue to identify a Trade Assurance supplier. On a product page, look for Protection with Trade Assurance to see what's covered and negotiate with the supplier on specific terms. Keep in mind, you can only get protection with Trade Assurance on Alibaba.com when you keep all your communication and transactions with the supplier on the platform. Protect your online business from payment to delivery with Trade Assurance, trusted by millions of buyers.
Cool. And to provide a seamless purchasing experience, Alibaba.com offers a variety of payment methods. Buyers have the flexibility to choose the payment method that best suits their needs, enabling smooth and secure transactions. Our payment options include bank transfer, credit card, all major providers, online bank payment, Western Union. We also offer pay later services as well. Next slide, Mattia. And at Alibaba.com, we understand that logistics is a key element of successful international trade. To facilitate this, we offer efficient and secure global logistics solutions. With Alibaba.com, you can compare quotes. We also offer end-to-end tracking of your shipment. We also offer secure payment terms, and we offer various means to make this more convenient. So you can manage all your orders, payments, and shipments all in one place. Our aim is to make logistics straightforward, reliable, and safe, enabling you to focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind and efficiency with Alibaba.com's global logistics solutions. And then, and along with that, some of the other options that I've gone over that buyers can connect with sellers, twice a year, once in March and once in September, we host massive online sourcing events to help sellers promote their products to buyers and kick off the sourcing for key holiday seasons and consumer events in the West. Throughout the year, we also host specific online trade shows to maximize the seller's exposure to a targeted buyer audience. And we also offer various pavilion events as well that are also aimed to kind of bring a targeted buyer audience to the suppliers and sellers they're looking for. And along with our online events, we have our regional and category-specific pavilions, again, helping drive traffic to those various interests. Next slide. And yeah, so for the next couple slides, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the seller side of our platform in a bit more detail. Next slide. As mentioned, we are the world's largest B2B e-commerce platform in the world, and we serve over 40 million business buyers and over 200,000 suppliers around the world. We were built to serve businesses like yours. Our platform offers a suite of tools that help sellers connect with their buyers. Highlighting a few of them here for you. Every seller gets that when they sign up for Alibaba membership, they get their own storefront. And our team will assist with a customized storefront setup as well as the listing of all the products. To drive buyer attention in a passive manner, sellers can use our on-platform pay-per-click keyword advertising tools. And if a seller wants to be more proactive, they can visit our RFQ marketplace, which I mentioned before. Also worth mentioning, our real-time translation tools cover 19 languages to better facilitate global connections that are made on the platform. And a key financial benefit of our platform is that we take 0% commission on any sales or order inquiries that are generated on the platform. Next slide. And as an Alibaba.com seller, there are 3 key ways to stand out in SEO when selling on Alibaba.com. The first is your product showcase, which are the products that appear on your storefront's homepage and receive priority in search results. The second are your top products, meaning those products that have a high evaluation score and a high product information score that will also receive priority in the organic search. And then lastly, your storefront's overall star rating, which is a supplier performance metric that will also contribute to the overall ranking of your product listings in the search. We also have a variety of on-platform search engine marketing tools that sellers can utilize to accelerate their visibility on our platform, like our premium sponsored ads and keyword advertising tools. And lastly, sellers can I'm still on the other side, but it's fine. I'll just wrap this up. Lastly, sellers can get their own My Alibaba Analytics dashboard to track their marketing campaigns, as well as their storefront impressions, buyer inquiries, and overall business growth at Alibaba. Your My Alibaba dashboard will also provide you with tips and guidance for you to better rank up in the organic search and the paid search ranking. And then wrapping up here, there are 2 parallel approaches. As I mentioned, you can take a more passive approach, which is basically using our on-platform pay-per-click advertising tools and ensuring that your overall store ranking and product scores are up to the highest they can be. And you can work with our local account managers to basically better represent your products and your business on our platform. Yeah, I'll kind of skip that part. And So that really wraps up my section. I'll now hand it over to Sherry, CEO at Fit to Cheer, and Peter Crabtree, CEO and visionary for Crabtree Brands.
Thanks, Matt. We have two success cases today with us, and we are very happy to have them here and thankful. So we have Sherry Beetham, Chief Executive Officer at Fit to Cheer, and Peter Crabtree, CEO and visionary of Crabtree Brand at Crabtree Brands. Welcome, Sherry. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How are you doing?
Super duper razzle dazzle.
Thanks for joining us. I think it's very important for our attendees to understand and listen from two success cases on Alibaba.com, how you guys search your products on Alibaba.com, and also for Peter, how now he's using our platform to sell his amazing products all over the world. So before starting, Sherry, Peter, I would like to recap what we mentioned, because we said a lot of things. Matt was introduced many tools that are completely new in our platform, and probably our attendees don't know about them. So some tips before starting with some questions to Sherry and Peter. First of all, look at Alibaba.com with different eyes. You don't know Alibaba.com. If you use Alibaba.com in the past 10, 15 years ago, today Alibaba.com is a complete different platform. We are a global platform with a localized strategies. We have 5 offices here in the US, as I mentioned, to support US buyers and sellers to use our platform. Secondly, we have invested a lot of resources to create trust and build trust between our sellers and buyers. That is crucial for B2B e-commerce. We have introduced the trade assurance program. We have introduced the verified supplier program, that is the highest level of our supplier, thanks to an external verification from SGS, that is, as you probably, some of you know, is one of the most important certification agency in the world. We are using now AI, so it's very easy for you to understand trends, to understand opportunities in different markets, to compare, to send requests for quotation, to communicate in different languages, to invent your own product. You can use our smart assistant also to generate images. And also our seller can use smart assistant. We are creating the next B2B e-commerce platform with a local mindset. We are here in the US, and we are supporting, and we are meeting thousands of companies every day, and we are helping them to source more efficiently all over the world and to sell domestically and internationally. The third tip, we emphasize trade assurance to stay on the platform. The platform was created as Yellow Pages, so it's crucial that any transaction is done within the platform. We have 200,000 suppliers from 75 countries. So it's important for you to use Alibaba Guarantee to check if the supplier is verified, if use our payment methods, use our Alibaba Logistic Marketplace. In this way, we can ensure and we can build trust among you. So we have 2 success cases that I met last year in Las Vegas for the first time. Every year in Las Vegas, we organize an event where we launch our new feature, our new tools to our community. And we gave an award to Sherry doing co-create as the Alibaba.com Manifest Grand Recipient. So Sherry, I don't want to introduce you because many of our attendees probably know you, but I leave it to you. Introduce yourself and tell your story on your life story, your achievements, and the recent achievement, because I know that I put you in contact with our Olympic team in Paris, because Alibaba is a proud sponsor of the Olympics game and also the UEFA in Europe. And I know that through that connection now you are an Alibaba.com ambassador at the Olympics. So tell to our attendees your story and tell us how Alibaba.com helped you to source your product and also to have this global exposure and co-create during the Olympics.
Well, hello, everybody. First of all, Alibaba.com and US Black Chamber, thank you guys for inviting me and trusting me to tell my story and my connection. I'm a nobody. I'm just going to let you know. I grew up in Tennessee. My nickname is Shamrock. I was a breakdancer and I find four-leaf clovers. And for somehow that became my brand name, Sherry Shamrock. So now y'all know something that a lot of people don't know. Yes, I was a breakdancer in the 80s. And I'd always wanted to be a cheerleader, but it was something my family couldn't afford. When I made it to college, I decided I'm going to try out. And I made it, having never cheered. But they needed $200 for cheerleading camp. And it's the end of the school year. And I didn't have it. So I gave up my position. And I always worked a summer job. I worked 3 summers in a pencil factory. I had a work study job. One of my work study jobs was I was a football trainer. And so one day I'm jumping on the sidelines and a football player goes, "So what do you think you are, a cheerleader?" And I remember looking up at him and pointing my finger saying, "You think I can't do it?" He didn't know that I had already tried out before and made it. So I go and I decide to try it again. And the director says, "So if you make the squad this year, do you think you'll be able to afford cheerleading camp?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am. I've been working 3 summers in a pencil factory." And so I made it again, and then I became a clinic instructor for the university. Then I coached a competitive squad singles, and I'm a cheer competitive champion. But anyway, you move on to life, and I was a social worker right out of college. I was pre-law. I got a minority scholarship to Vanderbilt Law School, and I didn't attend because one person decided not to write my letter of recommendation because she didn't think it was necessary. But you never know the journey that life is going to take you on. And all those little tidbits brought me to where I am right now. And those moments when you say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. What am I going to do?" You just got to trust that the steps are there for you. You just have to keep moving forward and move ahead 20 some odd years after college. And I'm in my neighbor's living room and she's like, "So what did you do this weekend?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I'd gone back to my college homecoming. It's the time of the year." For whatever reason, that year, all the Black alumni decided to come back from the time I was there and just to really, support homecoming. And I told her my phone was blowing up all Saturday because my sister attended there, so did my cousin. And in that moment, I said, "But had I gone back, you would be laughing at me right now." And she said, "Well, why?" I said, "Because as a cheerleader, I get this wonderful opportunity to revisit my youth and I get to go back and cheer." I said, "But by Monday, I'm walking around like Frankenstein, sore from head to foot. I haven't done an activity this old body's long since forgotten." And I started laughing. And in that moment, I do something that's so minor that you probably have done almost every day if you think about it. I just rubbed my tricep. And I recalled how sore my triceps used to be at cheerleading camp and at cheerleading tryouts. Because, one thing cheerleaders are always doing is they're doing this, right? And so I just happened to lift my arm up and do like that motion, and my life changed just like that. Because having been in fitness for 20-something years at the time, I realized when I did this motion, that's actually in fitness an overhead tricep extension. And I guarantee you, anybody that's here that's done weight training before, you've done that movement with a dumbbell. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no wonder my triceps are always so sore after cheerleading tryouts and cheerleading camp." I said, "What other movements are identical?" So of course I do touchdown. Anybody that's weight trained before, that's an overhead press. If you've been on a weight machine, you can do a wide grip or a close grip. And I thought, wow, I never realized cheer motions were identical to weight training movements. And I thought, well, bicep curls, I was doing this. And then I did an alternating bicep curl and dropped into a lunge. And I said, that's a cheer dance move. And I thought, I should create a new dance fitness class. I call it cheer camp because at cheerleading camp, they make us do those cheers and chants over and over again, just like if I were teaching a weight training class, I'll make you do multiple reps. And I'm like, I would call the workout cheer camp. Yeah, exactly. And I spell it with a K because it's kinesiology. Yeah. And that way it's trademarkable. And I'm saying all this to my neighbor. But then I thought, well, cheerleading workout's fun, but what could really give it that? And I saw what is now my logo. And I think I have a picture here. I saw a girl doing a dumbbell curl while holding a pom-pom. And I thought I should invent a weighted cheerleading pom-pom. And I call it pom pounds, pound poms. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And the color would be fit to cheer. And the colors would be orange and yellow because those are happy colors. And it's also Tennessee colors, but I wouldn't let anybody know that. And I said, yeah. And I looked at my neighbor and she's like, oh my gosh, Sherry, that's a great idea. And that was the foundation of how it started. Now the journey, that was 2007. And Mateo doesn't even know this when I'm going to tell him. I looked up companies to try to help me manufacture a weighted cheerleading pom-pom. And one of the companies I looked up was Alibaba.com. This is 2007. So I am proof of the change that has come about with Alibaba.com because the language barrier was horrible. I didn't have the trust. And I think, well, do they even know what I'm talking about? Because I'm trying to create something that does not exist. And a lot of companies were saying, well, nobody wants a heavy pom-pom. I'm like, yeah, so maybe that's why my patent's going to go through, you know? And so a couple of years, I mean, it's been a journey and then some. And anyone that's been in the world of entrepreneurship, you know, it's a journey. I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. Didn't want to do it, but it came to me and I couldn't go to sleep. And you move ahead so many years and you have opportunities. And I'm speaking to people about, you know, my product. I'm right here in Austin, Texas, you know, entrepreneurial area of the South, right? No. And I got to where I would go to South by Southwest. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that. And I would try to talk to people and I would say, oh yeah, I invented weighted cheerleading pom-poms after recognizing that cheer motions are identical to weight training movements. And, you know, they glaze over.
It's an amazing story. So you patent this pom-pom that was sourced on Alibaba.com, and our platform supported you on communicating with the supplier, but probably was on the other part of the world. And then what happened? I know that you went to many TV shows and also you came to our Co-Create in Las Vegas. What do you think about Co-Create? I know that we organized a meeting with Damon John during Co-Create. So if you can wrap up and tell us more on also how Alibaba.com supported your brand, your company, your patent pom-pom to go global.
So let me tell y'all, I've gone to a lot of trade shows over the years. Co-Create was literally the first place that I felt like I was where I was supposed to be. And I'm a naturally shy person and I'm there by myself, but I felt like I was in a room with family. And I know that sounds generic and that sounds crazy, but it's actual fact. I felt comfortable walking up and talking to people because everybody there was there to try to promote their business. Now, I know one of the greatest fears we all have is someone stealing our business. Yeah, you know, even working with Alibaba.com, you know, these people going to take our stuff. Well, I can tell you the same thing that was told to me years ago by someone else when my attorney asked me that I want to patent my product in any other countries. And I said, let me think about it. And I thought about it and I talked to one of my mentors and he said, well, Sherry, if Louis Vuitton and Rolex can't stop counterfeiters, you think you can? So what I had to realize is I just have to focus on my business and do what I can do. And when I was at the Co-Create event and I was learning about the Smart Assistant, which is phenomenal. All you have to do is take your phone, right? Download the Alibaba.com app. Do it right now. Go to your phone, go to the camera, and just find something in your house, take a photo of it. And you're going to see a slew of items identical to that that's going to help you choose. Then look on there and see who's a verified buyer. I mean, a verified source, right?
And don't do it right now, Sherry.
No, right now. No,
but share a QR code where all our attendees will have a special discount. So don't download the app right now.
Don't download it.
I will share a QR code that you can have. So this is an amazing story, and I'm very happy that also our team supported you to become one of our ambassadors during the Olympics, because as I mentioned, Alibaba.com is a proud sponsor of the Olympics game in Paris this year, but also of the UEFA Champions League in soccer. So we are working to make easy for everyone to do a business anywhere. And also, Sherry, you mentioned we are a family, so we are here to support locally companies. Our offices, our team, my team is here to support, and also thanks to the partnership like the one that we have with USBC, we really want to come to your companies and understand your needs and support your companies to go globally. Thanks, Sherry. And now let's hear from Peter. Peter is the CEO and visionary of Crabtree brands and Crabtree products. Also, Peter was a co-create last year. This year, co-create will be from the 5th to the 6th of September in Las Vegas as well. So, Peter, before asking you how Alibaba.com supported your businesses to serve, but also why you decided to sell on Alibaba.com, I want to share this video that we shoot at your company almost a year ago. So our attendees can understand what you do and how Alibaba.com supported you.
My name is Peter Crabtree, and I'm the CEO and visionary for Crabtree Brands, which is a group of food and beverage companies based in Paulsboro, Washington. So when you first enter to the right, you find Chocmo Chocolatier and Cafe. So that's really where we do all of our different chocolate production, all the way from bean to bar. We do between $5 and $10 million annually in sales. We do lots of local business and lots of business that we ship throughout the state and throughout the country. I used to only source knickknacks or anything that wasn't very essential to our business through Alibaba.com. So as Alibaba.com added the trade assurance program, that was really what led me to consider that as a more legitimate source for more important things for my business. 100% of our orders that we do on Alibaba.com are protected through trade assurance. I actually only buy from suppliers that participate in the trade assurance program. So that's really where Alibaba.com has helped. I've been able to connect with more custom manufacturers and able to get them the product that we actually want, as opposed to having to settle for something that was close. I would definitely recommend that all Alibaba.com buyers use trade assurance, and it really builds confidence, especially for first-time customers. It's the #1 thing that's made me feel more confident in buying products.
What an amazing story, Peter. So tell us more why you decided to source on Alibaba.com, and now I know that you are also a seller on Alibaba.com.
For sure. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Yeah, so I actually have a couple examples here with me of some things that I've sourced on the Alibaba.com platform. I don't know if you can see this nice box of chocolates here, but this is our newest packaging that we just got in. It's through a supplier that we found on the Alibaba.com platform, and actually we used the private supplier match service to find this supplier. And what was really eye-opening about that experience in particular is, this is a concept package that we'd had for a few years, and we really wanted to do it. I'd reached out to a few suppliers that I knew about, in years past, and I got answers, everything from, no, we don't know how to do that, we don't have the capability to do it, to sure, we can do it, but you have to buy 17 truckloads and it's going to cost $3.5 million and going to take us 9 months. And through the, we got a range of suppliers through the supplier match service as well. But one of them was clearly the right one when on the call, they had someone in the background making samples and showing it back on the screen. Do you mean like this? And they'd come back with the piece cut out of the, it's a die cut around our logo with the clear window and all of those things. Being able to connect with a supplier that understood our needs, could clearly demonstrate that they could fulfill those needs, and then was able to turn around and give us a price for that in an extremely fast manner that was something that we could actually work with. So we were able to do some really cool packaging there. And we got this in a whole variety of sizes, and we ended up, putting together a big enough order that we ended up doing a full container load shipment that we brought in by ocean freight, which was the first time that we'd done that as a company, and did some cool things there. So, that's, I guess, an example of how using the platform kind of transformed the way that we were buying product and allowed us to really showcase our products in a way that was really indicative of the kind of quality of what we make, and not just shoved in a generic box with a sticker on it.
And Peter, why, we have only 1 minute left, why you decided to sell on Alibaba.com? I know that many US companies are now using our platform to sell. As I mentioned, I'm from Italy. Now we have thousands of Italian companies that are exporting all over the world. Why you decided to use our selling platform?
Sure. Yeah. So, I'd had the positive experience as a buyer and been able to connect to some great companies that could supply products for us. And so when we were starting to think about how do we want to expand our reach and get our product out there more, it seemed like a really obvious choice of a place to sign up and participate on the platform on the seller side as well, to be able to connect to those high quality buyers that were interested in either exactly what we do already or in the capabilities of what we had to be able to produce, whether it's a white label or custom package or anything like that. So that's really what led us to want to do that.
Thanks, Peter. An amazing story, and congratulations for the packaging because it looks very, very nice. And
yeah,
Cheryl,
thank
you again for being with us. I kindly ask you to stay here because we have some questions that maybe you can support us in answering. So let's go to the last part of this webinar, and don't forget to follow our social media. You will find these stories, videos, and other success cases of US companies that are using our platform to source more efficiently, but also to sell on a global scale. My team, myself, and all the team members here in the US are ready to support you. So if you have any questions or any problems or any curiosity on our platform, you can reach out to us. We will send an email with a presentation after the webinar, thanks to USBC. And this will be one of the first webinar that we organize for our USBC members. We truly hope that there will be other opportunities. Philip, do you want to jump in so we unveil the partnership with USBC and the special package that we have reserved for your attendees?
I do. And first of all, I want to thank you to all the participants, all the panelists. You guys did an amazing job in presenting this information to our attendees. I want to thank our attendees for tuning in and learning a little bit more about Alibaba and the partnership with USBC and their wonderful and amazing platform. Big thanks, Peter and Sherry, for sharing those success stories and making it relatable to our business members. So definitely appreciate you all. Now, Mattia, I understand that you do have some information that you want to share. We have dozens of questions that have come into the chat. We won't have time for them all, but we'll package them up and send them to you all to get them answered, and then we'll put them on the Q&A portion of our website. Does that sound okay to everybody?
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Before unveiling this special offer, Philip, again, thanks for this opportunity. We truly hope that this is the first step of a long-term partnership with USBC. We are a proud member of USBC. We truly believe on the job and the services that you provide for US companies. We're growing in the US. Alibaba.com in the last 3 years has gained more than 16 million companies, and we are truly a global company. And I joined, as I mentioned, Alibaba 3 years ago from Italy, and now I'm here supporting US companies. We have a very diverse team across our 5 offices here in the US that are ready to support. So for all of you, scan the QR code that you find in this slide. We will send it over in the email, so don't worry if you cannot do it now. Please register in our platform. There are just few steps. If you encounter any problem, just send us an email through USBC. But please scan the QR code. Is very easy. You will get, for Alibaba Guaranteed that Matt introduced, a free shipping. This will reduce your shipping cost. Why Alibaba Guaranteed? Because you can try their a product before placing a big order. You can buy just a couple based on the different product, a couple of items, and we will give you the first order for the first order, the free shipping that will truly reduce your cost. Then if you register as a buyer today, during the year, we will insert in your dashboard, in your buyer dashboard, up to 3,999 USD in coupons for logistics, for discounts on special program, for coupons during the Super September and March Expo that we presented. And also, if you register, you will be able to access a 10% off of a general admission to Co-Create in Las Vegas and 20% of a premium packaging. 1 second before going to the question, what is Co-Create? Co-Create is our flagship event that is organized every year in Las Vegas, where you will meet with your peers. You will learn about Alibaba.com. You can speak with our team and with our account management that can really support your businesses to go global. Last year, we had more than 52 speakers. We had 125 media journalists. We invented a car that you can see here, thanks to our suppliers from all over the world, that was inspired by sustainability. You will meet with buyers. Last year, we have Damon John that had multiple meetings with the attendees, and Sherry is one of them. And we had executives from different organizations, accelerators, and partners. So feel free to reach out to us if you want to know more about Co-Create 2024. You can also go to our Co-Create 2024 page. So if we have time for a few questions, Philip.
Yes, just 2 questions, and then we're going to close it out. We'll get all of the other questions answered. I'm taking a look here. There were a ton of questions that have come through. And one of the questions that popped up is, do you have an accelerator program for small underserved businesses?
We, as Alibaba.com, we don't. Maybe Sydney, do you know if other business units in Alibaba Group have accelerator programs?
No, there's not one that comes directly to mind, but it's a great question. And as Mattia has offered in this special benefits package for USBC members, we're always eager to work with certain groups and explore what we can maybe do on the back end to offer some specific services that you're looking for, and, you know, curate some kind of benefits that might help some of these certain groups of businesses that are interested in working with the platform. So something we're always willing to discuss and explore to best, you know, fit your needs and what your company might need in order to start working with us.
Also, if you are an accelerator, we have a program of training for startups. I was here in one of the biggest accelerators here in Los Angeles a month ago, and we train a company to source more efficiently on Alibaba.com, the different tools, the new AI features. So we are happy more than welcome to happy with different accelerators across the United States.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for that response. And then we have one more question, and I'm going to give Sydney the last word after this. But the question just came in about the suppliers and the product suppliers. What is your filtering process, or can you expand a little bit more on your filtering process to vet the suppliers that are posting products or services on your platform?
Okay, Matt, feel free to jump in. All companies to onboard on Alibaba.com, they have to pass a business verification process that is done by an external agency. This business verification process is in line with all the e-commerce platform regulations all over the world. So we vet the business identity. We ask to a business owner of the company documents that, for example, the bank certificate, the proof of address, and different documents that can prove the identity of the supplier that is in our platform. Also, we have a special level of membership that is called Verified Supplier and Verified Supplier Pro, where we add to this business verification process also an external verification process by SGS or TÜV that are one of the two of the leading certification companies all over the world that will go to a supplier and verify their manufacturing plants and their company as a whole. Every year, suppliers need to pass this business verification. Just to give you a tip, so search for Verified Suppliers, search for Verified Supplier Pro, look for how many years this company have been a seller on Alibaba.com. Check the star rating system. We have a star rating system like all e-commerce platform that is based on the positive and negative feedbacks that we receive from buyers, is based on the advertisement, of the membership, of the years, on the number of products. So we have an algorithm truly that the companies that are in the first page of the search result. But every year, these companies need to pass the business verification process. I hope that this answer to the question.
I think so, and I think it speaks to a robust set of systems and processes that you have in place in order to give people confidence in the platform itself. So definitely thank you for sharing that. Now, with that, we have gone over just a bit. So as I mentioned, we do have a number of questions that we're going to send over to Mattia and Sydney and team to get those answers, and then we'll post onto our website for the folks that registered for the event to go out and take a look at some of those responses. Now, I'm just going to say a few quick words. I'm going to turn it over to Sydney to have the last word. But at USBC, on behalf of our president, Ron Busby, our board, our staff, I want to thank Alibaba for the opportunity to partner with you all and for you all to come and share information with our members. And we thank you tremendously for the benefits that you're extending to our membership as well. It's very generous, and we certainly do appreciate that. And so what we want to do as well is make sure that we build a long-standing relationship with you all. And so we certainly invite you all back to share more information with our membership, with our chamber leaders as well. So let's definitely make sure to do that in the future. And with that, Sydney, if you don't mind, if you have some parting words you want to share with the audience.
Sure. Phil, thank you so much. You know, I really do feel like we just scratched the surface here, and hopefully this is just the jumping off point of, you know, future engagements and webinars that we can partner on together and ensure that your members and all of this great business community has all of the information at their disposal in order to grow alongside Alibaba.com. You know, we very much view ourselves as, you know, a partner. And when you succeed as businesses, then we succeed as the platform. So thank you for this tremendous opportunity. We hope that all of our guests will leave this webinar having learned something really unique and interesting about the platform. And we look forward to building a relationship with you all going forward, whether that be at Co-Create or, you know, potentially helping you onboard as a seller or a buyer in the future. You know, we are here to support you in any way that we can. So hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for your time, and God bless everyone.
Awesome. That'll be our last word. Sherry, Peter, Mattia, Matthew, Sydney, you guys have been great. Thank you so much. Everyone, have a great day and happy hump day. Thank you.
Bye.